We're on. We're on.
Sorry.
It's a go. So we're good to go. All right. And what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another Genres of People. I'm your host, B. Joseph Music. We work over here at Game Media. Yeah, today's guest, very, very special friend of mine. We have Shawn Firlotte in the building.
Hi.
Say hello, hello. You use your mic.
Hi, I'm just wearing this mask to promote it. It's done by a black male fashion designer in Toronto. They're $15, not too bad. It's Soren, S-O-R-E-N, Inc. in Toronto, if you're looking for some good masks. They're made with bamboo, very soft, very good on your skin.
There you go, bamboo masks. Coming straight for y'all, straight from Shawn. So, Shawn, what's going on? How you been? How you living? How's things?
I've been awful, thank you very much. I have been absolutely miserable, and thank you for asking. I've been, I mean, honestly, I'm okay. I got a roof over my head. I got food to eat. But quarantine's been challenging. Social distancing, physical distancing has been challenging. I've always been someone on Facebook, to try to cheer up my friends, but I do so more so now since March 13th, that dreaded Friday, and
that Freaky Friday stuff.
Yeah. So I reach out to people and I see if they're feeling the same way, and it's just I said, I'm feeling very first world whiny today. I'm like, but because I got a lot of good things in my life. But it's just, I feel like COVID and quarantine has us raw. Just like, I think it affects everyone to a certain degree. And it's been challenging as of late, but stuff like this definitely cheers me up. It's good times.
For those who don't know, Shawn, he does a lot of Facebook videos, like he said. He has his own segment thing going on. It's like his 4-minute dance party.
Yeah.
I watch those. They're hell fun. I'm pretty sure we're gonna fit one in today.
What?
But yeah, again, Genres of People, Shawn Firlotte. We're doing a very special karaoke version today. That's right. Shawn will be singing. Will I be singing? Who knows? I think I'm gonna do the Barbie girl part. Is that what we talked about?
Possibly we'll do Barbie Girl. That's one of my latest fascinations, my obsessions. Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite part about that song, Shawn?
What's my favorite part about Barbie? Is there a camera I'm looking into, or just looking to you?
There's one there. There's one there. There's one there.
So you're getting all my sides. That's just great, because not all my sides are good, people. Let's be honest. I'm 47 years old, and the only thing I tell people, the only thing that's good about getting old, is that I forget about music that I love, and I get to re-experience it all again. Barbie Girl was a huge hit by Aqua, if you're young, which you probably are. And Barbie Girl was a huge hit. It was played, and still played here and there. Oh, yeah. But listening to it with new ears, I can be in one of the worst moods ever. And if I put that song on, in the song, if you're not familiar, Ken and rhythmically asks her every few verses. He goes, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party," and her response every time is, yeah. And every time I hear it, I immediately smile. Like I can't not make me happy, which is a good thing. You were mentioning the 4-minute dance parties though, and I do other live events that they're not as standard and I haven't done those many times as the dance parties, but I did a question and answer period with the Woolly Witches 3, some 3 friends that I used to work with, and just recently I did an anger purge.
I saw that.
So
I saw that.
The story goes like this, if I may share. I was walking home in a horrible mood, carrying groceries, and I had my music on, and on my playlist comes CeeLo Green's
"Fuck You."
F you song. So I live in a pretty nice part of Guelph. Lots of suburban, nice average people.
He usually lives with a bunch of white people.
Yeah, but I mean typically, so as I'm walking home, every time the chorus comes up, every chance I get to sing that chorus, I belted it out, and by the time I got home, I felt so good. So I held an anger purge on Facebook. And it's funny because when I first started doing it, I was just mostly for fun. But as I was explaining it to my live viewers, I said about the first world whiny thing. I said, but the thing is, we're probably also. How many of you are frustrated? How many of you are angry? I'm like, so let's use these. And I told them I'm going to use one bad word. And so I'm about to use a bad word right now, gain viewers.
Brace yourself.
It's just the one. But instead of viewing it as a bad word, we're going to call it a therapeutic word. Okay? So I said, so let's use every single fuck you to project your anger healthily. But as I was like saying it, I'm like, this actually is like sound therapy. Like this is like really good. And I had so many viewers like love it, and they were at home screaming out their FUs, and I had people later on post comments of themselves, videos of them saying their FUs, and it's just like, and it just I said I told them to imagine saying it to whatever. Like I had a couple viewers say, like I'm saying it to cancer, I'm saying it to Parkinson's, like
I bet you there was a lot I'm saying it to COVID.
Yeah, saying it to COVID. And I said as an actor, I'm like, do them in different ways, and it was it was quite liked. And a funny aside story is that because on Facebook, so I got muted, and it was like Warner Brothers, and so they said, and I sent them a dispute back, and I said I'm sure CeeLo Green would be on board with me using this song to help those suffering from depression.
I think I saw that
during
too,
COVID,
yeah.
And I won. Warner Brothers brought back, and they unmuted it, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, those copyright, those fringes, I hate them. We get them all the time. But we bypassed that, didn't we? Because I saw last night, like we got footage from Sip Club last night, and right away I saw the claim. It was like bam. It's like UMG released their claim. It wasn't even like, hey, we're gonna put a claim on your thing. It was like, we've released your claim already that we didn't even put on your thing. So there is ways around that.
Yeah.
You talk to Nick, because
I'll talk to Nick.
yeah, I didn't even know there was like a way to like do it where it's like automatically. It's just like, oh, here, release my claim.
Maybe I can just start going through a certified like reputable company like Gain Media for my 4-minute dance parties and my anger purges. Who knows?
Ooh.
Guys, we'll see how the interview goes. I'll let you guys know later on my own feed.
So Shawn, you're like big in the community. You work closely with a couple people that I know. So how me and Shawn met was I worked at the Oldie Pub. I was a great cook, but I was a shithead of a person.
I refute that statement.
And we just hit it off. And one day Shawn was like, "Hey, I'm hosting karaoke." I was like, "Oh really? Oh really?" Here's me, get my white chaps on. I'm going to karaoke, guys. Let's go. Grab your quarters, like, you know what I mean. So we met there, and we started doing karaoke together. And he was like, "Hey, do you want to help me host it?" And I was like, "Oh man, do I ever?" Like I was like a kid in the candy store. I was like, "Yeah, all I do is rap, and I don't even do that properly. So yeah, let's go. Let's do this." You know what I mean? So
he's very self-deprecating for no reason, y'all. Just to be clear.
No. It's fine. But yeah, so the last time that people saw you in like a social setting would have been Sip Club. Like
yeah, offline. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Have you done any like my brainstorming with them for like a stream?
Not yet. No, I have not. But I miss it. Hosting karaoke there. To be honest, when I was first asked, I was trepidatious. Because
Can you use that in a sentence?
I was feeling trepidatious about hosting karaoke at Sip Club. Nervous. And it was because, I'd never hosted it before, and I was mostly a karaoke goer. And but I decided to give it a go. And probably my first time hosting it, maybe my second time, I enjoyed the people, but I hated the minutia. I hated just the act of getting the song and taking the requests and whatnot and stuff. And I wasn't sure I would stick it out. But what was amazing about Sip Club and Dewey and Hillary was they let me, and it started at 10 and it was an adult crowd. And I got to be a part of myself, my sassy self that I don't typically get to be a lot. I cursed a lot, and I was really kind of overtly mean to people, but so big and overtly mean that it was, for most people, not all, it was obvious I was teasing. And then I would usually say I love you afterwards, and I'm joking. But so it was it was just a really, as an artist myself, it was a really great outlet for me. And I started to really, really love the singers and everyone and stuff. But the requests, people, and I don't fault them for this, because when I was a younger, 20 years ago, I put my request in and I want it to happen. I'm like, well, the hell's my song? I've been waiting forever. Oh God. I always try to think of the other side, because once I was up there, I'm like this, with people coming up, and I don't fault them because I was this person too. But they put their song in, and there's like 100 people there, and they're coming up 10 minutes later after they sing once. Am I gonna get to sing? Like wow, like wow. And I'm like this. I want to punch you in your throat right now, like so bad, but I'm not going to because I understand where it's coming from. But so what I did to kind of make it fun for myself and to ease the pain of the requests. And I think it went over quite well. People liked it. I started doing group numbers. So I would just put on like a really popular song, and I would say anyone's welcome to come and sing it. And I would like direct solos and stuff, which I miss. I miss doing that. It was really fun. But yeah, so no, Sip Club has not been back to me yet for that. I think karaoke is not the same as having a band up there, right? Like you can have them behind that spit glass, but karaoke, karaoke is such a social creature as an activity.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like it's just like because it's a constant. You can sanitize the mic every time, but the thing is, it's just like it's karaoke's. I don't know about social distancing and physical distancing with karaoke. It's really inherently a touchy-feely kind of thing, in a way. But I'm sure, I say that now, but when we always evolve, we always modify.
And today will be the first social distancing karaoke.
So I hope that our two other friends back there are going to have their song ready. I would hope. I'm meant to be a karaoke host.
Shawn's calling out the producers. He's saying, get your songs ready for your solos. Oh yeah. What's your go-to karaoke song, Blair?
Nice.
Ooh, Nick. What about you, Nick? What's your go-to?
Nice. So tonight we're gonna pop that.
We've actually talked about that, and I tried to get him to come to Sip Club. We came to Sip Club one time, and I was like, and then I forget who it was. Somebody came to me and they're like, hey, they said on this day, like so many years ago, that he would do karaoke. So we tried all night, and just he would do it.
That was one of my other favorite things to do when I hosted karaoke at Sip. I loved getting people up there that genuinely wanted to do it, that just didn't feel right. Because you've heard me say this a million times. Like I would always open every karaoke night, like every single time. I would never fight. I'd be like, karaoke is for fun. I'm like, karaoke is to. I would be like, I could care less if you have a good voice. Don't care. I'm like, as long as you're having fun, that's what it's about. I'm like, if you sound good, that's icing on the cake, sure. But if you're just up here to sound good, go vocally masturbate on American Idol. Don't come on my stage. I'm not into it.
So the last show, there's spots there's spots where I'm just like, okay.
But that's what it is. I'm sorry, but like I've never ever liked American Idol. I've never liked
shit
it.
on Shawn Firlotte.
I don't mind the voice and whatnot, but like it's just, and once again it's hard to fault because I'm sure I've vocally masturbated as well. But like the thing is, it's like when you watch these singers and they're there and their eyes are closed for almost the entire song, and they're I'm like, who the hell are you singing for? I'm like, not me. I'm like, so it's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not really sold on it. I'm on the fence, really.
So going back to the live videos, I saw you had like a campfire one?
Well, I worked at a camp for two amazing, I say summers, but the thing is, so these camps were run by the Abilities Foundation of Nova Scotia. It was called Camp to Nish, and they were for campers aged like adult right down to kids for the mentally and physically challenged. So I worked there for the summer, but I started May 1st and I ended August 31st. So it's like 4 months. I'm like, it's just under half a year. Like, and we never got a day off. We got a 24-hour allocated period. But it was such, God, and I hate talking like this because I feel like now I'm on Dr. Phil. It was such rewarding work. It was, and there's no other word for it. Genuinely, it was. Those 2 separate 4 months were like the foundations of who I am. Like, how I view work, how I view people, and it was amazing. So my best friend is I met her there. And so we decided to have a campfire one night because we missed.
I'd like to shout out Marlene.
Yeah, hey Marlene, what's up? So we decided to have a campfire because we know, of course, a million campfire songs. So and it's fun, and once again, this was like 25 years ago. So like we were just that afternoon while we were getting ready, new campfire songs would pop in our heads, and there was one, if I may,
of course,
that she reminded me of that I went, oh my God, I forgot all about that song. I'm so happy you reminded me of it, and I'll just do it once for you. Poor little bug on the wall. No one to love him at all. No one to wash his clothes. No one to tickle his toes. Poor little bug on the wall.
Hey!
I love that you have to tickle his toes. But then you just keep on, and then for campers, you do it underwater, like, you know, it's good times. Or you do cowboy. Poor little bug on the wall. Yeehaw! There we go. Yeah. I'm a huge lover of kids, and so I've done a lot of that kind of work. So
I dig it. I'm a
I
dad.
think you're a huge
love
lover of
kids.
kids as well.
Yeah, I have like a clan.
Yeah, he's got a few.
I got a couple.
He's got a couple.
It's a few.
I once teased him, if I may.
Of course.
But to be clear, I think he is a stand-up gentleman, and he's a good father. Like he is a damn good father. But I love to tease him, right? Because we were working together, and I had just gotten really into Papa Was Rolling Stone, and I'm listening to it all the time. And I run into the kitchen, I'm like this: I'm gonna teach all your kids that song. I can't wait. It's gonna be good times. Just to tease you.
Woo! Yep.
A teaser. Sorry.
So let's yeah. Let's get into some karaoke, shall we?
Sure.
Shall we? What do you want?
Yeah,
What do you want to sing, Shawn?
I don't know.
What should he sing, guys? Is anybody watching the game page? Do we got comments going on? If anybody's watching on the game page and you guys want him to sing a song, if it's in the catalog, I might be able to get him to do it.
Who's looking this up for me right now? Anyone? I could do I'm Just a Gigolo, David Lee Roth.
Okay.
That's kind of my mantra. I could do a country song.
Okay. Well,
Possibly.
it's up to you. What do you want to sing?
I'll sing David Lee Roth, I'm Just a Gigolo.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully the track's not awful. Sometimes that happens, but that's not their fault, right? So, yeah. I think I should start interviewing people. So, Brandon, how did you get started with game media?
So a funny story. Well, we can go there. So I was affiliated with Gain Music when they were the music company. I didn't work for them. I really wanted to. I really wanted to be part of this like inner circle they had going on, and I was just like, you know, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
And so the whole quarantine thing happened, and well, I guess I'll sit down for this. And Nick came to me, and he was like, hey man, like I'm thinking of like, you know, adding some segments and adding some stuff, and why don't we rebrand it as a media company?
Nice.
Right? So we went through the whole rebrand transition, new logos, new everything, new websites, new socials, and now I'm here.
Have you received a staff review yet? How'd it go?
I have not yet. No. So yeah, I came to Nick, and I was just like, I kind of just like fucking came in like dick out, balls swinging, and I was like, I'm just gonna appoint myself as a managing partner here.
Nice.
And I was just, and here I am. I'm hosting shows. We partnered with Onyx and Belay and Cindy.
Yeah.
And now we're here, and this is the second episode of like the talk show like style,
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
We're currently in Onyx nightclub, and let me tell you, I've only been here like maybe 4 times, and like the layout and the aesthetics and these big windows, I love this place. It's so great. I just want to say that.
Yeah, we always got to give the plug. Always got to give the plug. I am being told to. Okay, yep. So let's what are some fun stories? Oh, I have a fun story with me and Shawn. Okay, guys. So
I have a karaoke story too. I can tell you.
well,
It's funny.
this isn't a karaoke story. Well, I guess kind of, but I guess not. So one day, me and Shawn are working together, right? And we used to hang out all the time, you know, like have drinks. He used to have like little get-togethers at his house and stuff. So one day he goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing. I'm gonna work, and I'm probably gonna come over."
I can't believe you're going to tell me this story.
And so he goes, "Well, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm just having some drinks, and I'm naring." So here's me, straight white guy, naring. What is naring, right? So what do? I get a couple drinks into me, and long story short, here's me and Shawn in his bathroom in the mirror with our chests nared, just covered in this smelly
Yellow, greenish goop.
yeah, and the before and after pictures of my fucking chest, they were horrendous.
Oh, you look fine.
But yeah, that was my fun.
Nair
fact
is
story.
the worst smelling thing you'll ever smell. It's awful.
Oh yeah, no, it was. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun time.
Yes.
It was definitely fun times.
was, for sure.
So I knew you were gonna have guests today, but I guess they couldn't make it, or
Yeah, it's just just life changes and people. Yeah, some people got some jobs and stuff. I mean, so I got stage 3. What's stage 3? Like stage 3? Do you have any idea? It means they can eat inside now. That's
I
it.
mean, yeah, I think like stage 3 is kind of like Footloose. It's you know what I mean. You can go out and you can have a good time, but you can't dance and you can't sing and
Yeah,
you can't do any of that, right? That's why I like that we do this because then we can dance and we can
That's
sing
true.
and
this is true.
as long as we're socially distanced, nobody really can sing.
What was your very first song on karaoke ever?
So I'm getting interviewed here, people.
I'll tell you mine after.
My very first song, well, you know the answer to this, was Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, he does it so well. I want to
by Vanilla Ice.
Guys,
And,
if you send in comments to have him do that, he does it really well. Just saying.
I mean, please don't comment to make me do Ice
Yes,
Ice
yes,
Baby.
please do, please do. Do you know why? Because there's this rhythm of the background guys that shout that I can never get quite right. But because he goes, now the party's jumping, and they only do the certain words. I want to try to get it right every time, and I always get one word wrong. It's super fun. It's like a game you can play at home.
How many times does he say Ice Ice Baby?
The very first song I ever sang on karaoke, I was in grade 12, and I was in Campbellton, New Brunswick, and I sang Rockin' Robin.
I listen to that every morning. It's on my playlist.
Tweedledee.
Oh, we got gain on a letter.
I'm just curious if any of my friends are watching. I can grab my phone and see.
Yeah, if anybody is watching that knows Shawn, shoot him a message and to let him know
phone's
you're
over there,
watching. Shoot a message or a comment.
Can I go
on
off
the
camera?
Page. Yeah.
No, you can grab. Okay. I don't know. Something's happening here. Things are happening.
Things are happening.
Things are happening here. So
Things are happening.
yeah,
So yeah.
it's good times. It's been a great interview, guys.
Oh, it has no. Like I have questions and stuff.
I think I'm good. How about you guys at home?
Like when did you? You're not from Guelph, right? You're not originally from Guelph. So where are you originally from, and when did you move to Guelph, and why? Why Guelph?
I was born in Campbellton, New Brunswick. That's the North Shore of New Brunswick, the Bay of Chaleur. There's no shore like the North Shore. That's for sure. I grew up on the side of the Trans-Canada Highway, on the side of a ditch, in a trailer, with red shag carpet, a hole in the front door, and a hole in the kitchen floor, and a hole in the shower. But I mean, I didn't want for anything because I didn't know any better. It was good times. Then things just, every time I moved, it got to a bigger place. So I went to Sackville, New Brunswick, had one stoplight. It was pretty big for me. It was kind of scary. After Sackville, I moved to Oakville, Ontario for music theater school. Then I lived in Halifax for a year, and then it was off to Toronto for just about 2 decades. I lived in Moncton, New Brunswick for a while. I lived in Halifax, and these cities were really great because I was born a country mouse, but not meant to be one. Born a country mouse, but not quite a full-on metropolitan city mouse. I loved Toronto. The first 5 to 6 years I was there, I loved it. But Toronto, this is 20 years ago, was so much smaller, even though it was huge to me.
Yeah.
It was a huge city to me, but it was so much smaller. So I moved to Guelph 6 years ago, or just over 6 years, and I was in Toronto. And I was just wanting something smaller, but not country. So I wanted to live in a city again, the size of Halifax or the size of Moncton, but maybe try something new. And I have amazing family friends, these two sisters, Andrea and Stephanie LeBlanc, who I just, they're my heart. And they lived here, and they found out that I was looking to move, and they went, "Oh my God, move here! You have to move here, move here, move here!" And I cursed their name every day since they did that. No, I said, why not? It was nice, it's nice to have those kind of friends around you, closer. It wasn't. I didn't fall in love with Guelph right away. Guelph is.
I feel like Guelph is like an acquired taste.
Well,
if you will.
Guelph is definitely not for pedestrians. It's not pedestrian friendly per se. It's not as diverse, which is hopefully something that will change. Because I always, I didn't think it was that diverse, especially when my first 4 years I lived up by by Stone Road Mall, and and I didn't go downtown that often. Then I lived downtown for almost like 2 years. And once I was downtown, like, it's pretty white downtown. But I moved back to near Stone Road just in March, right before COVID hit. And I was going to the mall again, and I was like, Guelph's not that white. It is. There's tons of color, but they just don't come downtown. I'm like, they're all at the friggin' mall. I'm like, but it raised a question to me. I'm like, but why? I'm like, why don't we see more color downtown? Is it what aren't we offering? Like what music? Like what culture? What things? And I would really hope that, like, I would hope that the city, like the council members, like, the town board would look into that. Like what is it that we're not offering? Why don't they want to come downtown? Is it the fact of money, or what is it? I don't know about. It's something I would like to be look.
So this is the second show in a row. I think this is becoming like a standard. It's a thing. Like the guests just call out the city members on every show, and I'm waiting for the email to be like, hey man, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm not calling out city. I'm calling out the actual city councils, like the mayor. Hi Cam, how are you? What's up, Mr. Guthrie? I'm saying look into it. But why not spend some money on some good things? Like, like diversity is freaking important. It's not just that diversity is important to all the things that come down the line that we complain about in the end. Like, it's about social groups and social stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we look into why we're not getting along as a city, like, or why we don't feel comfortable being around each other, that's going to solve problems in the long run. Yeah. So yeah, I'm calling them out. Every single council member, get on it. Thank you so much.
Yep. That's it's a trend here. Genres of people, because people have concerns, their suggestions, their thoughts, and everything, right?
We're just talking, man. That's where it starts, right?
Like I know,
I just said man. I just got to hold up there. I said man. Like I said man as if I'm straight, and I feel really gross right now. Okay. I gotta shake that off.
Shake it off. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, no, I hate that I'm gonna say this. Blaze probably gonna fucking hate that I'm gonna say this. Cindy for sure. She's gonna hate that I say this. But I'm like not on board with these fucking patio shit downtown. I'm not. Only because it's like shoulder to shoulder. There's no like real space. No, I know you guys. I just meant like as a bar owner.
So are you not on board for it for yourself, or like just in a personal
like
line?
I haven't sat down here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lie. I did once. I had chicken wings and. Yeah, that's why I said, because I knew he was about to call me out. He's like,
guys, he had chicken wings. Isn't that great?
But yeah, I don't know. I just like I'm looking at it right now. There's just, you know what I mean? It's all about social distance, and it's like, why do we have to like implement all these rules and like all these distancing and everything everywhere else? But like when it comes to
I know why. Because the whole world stopped and about 100 million people died.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just that reason.
What? What was it?
Deb Hastings says hello as well.
Deb Hastings says hello. Hello, Deb. All right, we'll have the comments read off. Are you guys good to go with the audio?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okie dokie. And that would be my iPhone, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like wouldn't mind seeing John Denver. I'm a country boy.
Yeah, we can switch it up.
Since I told everyone where I'm from. I'll tell you a little story about. So I grew up in the country, like in the sticks, like bears and moose walking, like in our backyards, like. So my full name is Shawn William Robert Firlotte. My siblings, I'm the youngest of six, would tease me. It's because they said that was because my mother didn't know who my real father was, which is somewhat true. So I'm sitting in Toronto one day. And once again, born a country mouse, but not really ever was one. But I'm sitting in Toronto one day, and I had to fill out. I think I just got hired for Disney Cruise Lines, and I had to get a visa done or something like that. So I had to put my full name out in this application, and I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at my name. I'm just saying out loud, like Shawn William Robert Firlotte. That's kind of nice. Shawn William Robert Firlotte, and I went, huh? A nickname for William is Billy. Huh? A nickname for Robert is Bob. I am Shawn Billy Bob Firlotte.
Oh!
And I sat there laughing, going, did my mother plan that to make sure I would never forget where I'm from? I'm just curious. God rest her soul, she got me. She got me.
We're going to go with thank God. Thank God I'm a country boy?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to say that.
Good.
Listen to John Denver.
Right here, my friend.
Now, typically, I mean, the karaoke host does sing, but...
I'll get
here and there, but typically I'm supposed to host karaoke.
I'll get involved.
Really? Okay, great.
Not with this song though, but yeah. I will.
I thought I was told this. That's fine. Sprite. I'm gonna mount. This is like a testing 1, 2, 3 thing here situation.
Yeah.
I'll put a little more chord there. Oh, that was good. Oh, guys, who knows who John Denver is? Can the black man tell me? No. Well, I'm just saying. It's a thing about culture, right? Because this, you can't get whiter than John Denver. Okay, let's give her a go. I think it pops right in if it happens. We'll see. Guys, welcome to karaoke at Gain Media. Karaoke is just for fun. Don't matter if you sound good. But to be clear, I'm probably going to sound good. Here we go. I don't really hear anything though. No, I was pressing the wrong play button. Play button? Is your audio settings on your jack? So all of a sudden they're talking a language I don't know anything about. Are the audio settings on my jack? I feel naughty. Times. Now we're into the HDMI. I recognize that word. Where's my mouse? That acronym.
Sorry, guys. Like I said, every time I walk into this place, something happens. What am I looking for? Okie dokie.
I'm sure they'll edit this out. We're not live, are we?
We are live. It's always live. And yeah, always live. I'm looking for the settings. It's popping up on this screen. So, what am I looking for?
So y'all at home, how y'all doing at home? Pop up a comment. Tell us how quarantine's bugging you. Tell us the first song you ever sang in karaoke. Get involved.
Huh.
I'm gonna step off screen and get some water because I just had a sweet tart. I'm gonna
Do it.
cough.
Like, okay, no. This is really bad TV, and I'm making you guys wait, so I'm just going to keep talking. I don't know what's really going on with my computer. I do know it's a piece of shit. It's a Chromebook. But, like, I know Shawn does a cappella. And, yeah. So Shawn's going to sing you guys a song.
I'm going to need you guys, I'm going to need the producers and him to clap, and here we go. You guys
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
All right, we go.
I'll be right back.
He's going to the bathroom. Oh, my God, here we go. Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't nothing not country boy like me can hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and living on the farm. I don't know the words anymore. That's why you need the words for karaoke. Simply kind of... Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. While the sun's coming up, got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'm going to move on to the verse I really like. No, that's all I know. Guys, I think this interview has seen its day. I've had a great time, though. It's been really great. There's a lyric in that song that I love. It's city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of fancy people think that's a mighty keen. I'm like, that's a great word, keen. And I bet you city folks say that all the time. Well, that's a mighty keen. I think maybe country folks say that, possibly. I'll tell you what are this? Oh, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys all a little something at home. Give you all a little personal piece of advice. I had a Facebook rant about this pre-COVID. The song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. I'm just going to lovingly say, stop singing it. Stop. I don't care how good your voice is. I don't care how good you sound singing it. Stop singing Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Unless you got something new to bring to it, unless you got a new take, a new genre, stop. Stop singing it because I know why you want to sing it, because I did the same thing when I was younger. You want to sing it because it's pretty, and you sound pretty singing it. Well, it's not a pretty song. Read the lyrics. Y'all hear me? Take that to. There we go. No, I mean, but the song is a serious, dark song with Leonard Cohen, right? Like, you know, but everyone's, but and I once again, you're not awful if you like singing it. I get it. It's as a singer, it feels good to sing that song. Like the melody is written beautifully for a singer. But if I have to hear it one more time, I'll lose my shit. Like I can't. It's just too much. Like I have a friend who actually is a massive Leonard Cohen fan, Leslie Chandler, and she adores Leonard Cohen, and she has it written in her will that song is not to be sung at her funeral because everyone's ruined it. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I adore her. I sang for you.
Well, it wasn't for me. I was in the bathroom.
Guys, I actually got some appointments. Like, peace out. Let's go.
So were we able to? No, we're not getting the audio.
I think
right?
we're good. Hey, guys. Yeah. How about we like?
That's fine.
We could organize for a karaoke. I'll come host karaoke for you guys any time you want. Well, except after the 8th, then I'm in school. I'm kidding. I'll come. I'll make myself available. I promise. But I would love to. We had the idea of doing a virtual karaoke with you guys. That like people singing at home or joining in. That would be fun. I mean, it was something to look into and try, right? I mean, not that it's my company.
I mean, I just work for these guys, right? So. We'll try one more time, guys. And if we can't, I mean, it's cool. We had Shawn here. We did the interview.
I had a great time.
You know what I mean?
I actually thought it was going to be awful, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Thank God. Yeah, that's her. That's my friend Leslie Chandler. Yep. Oh, goodness me. Oh, but I'm sure, it's like, I'm sure people don't want me singing Barbie Girl all the time either. Yeah.
I'm pretty content. I could just sit here and listen to that all day. Let's go, Shawn. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to sing the whole song. The whole song's kind of boring. It's just the chorus that I find interesting.
Oh.
Woo!
There you go.
Riddle! Thank God I'm a country boy. That's perfect. It's right on the instrumental. Hey, I'll do a jig. Don't look at my feet. Don't look down. Well, my fiddle was my daddy's till the day he died. Took me by the hand, led me close to his side. Said to go to life, play my fiddle with pride. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, my daddy taught me how to fiddle. Life ain't nothing but funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
This has a very lot of instrumental.
No, this is a good example because people never know what to do when they sing karaoke. They don't know what to do in these parts. Well, my fiddle was my daddy's till the day he died. Touched me by the hand, held me close to his side. I've already sang this part. Prime, thank God I'm a country boy. Well, there, my daddy.
No, I think Carafun is just being a douche.
No. I'm just gonna end this. Woo! Thank God I'm a country boy.
You!
Mic drop, but I won't drop it because it's expensive and never actually do that.
Please don't.
Guys, mic drops are only to ever be said, never actually done. Well,
So, yeah, sorry guys, it's not working. Technical difficulties. Like I said, we like to say it's the sound and production, but it's just me. It's just my vibe with this club. No, Shawn, it's literally
life is a learning lesson.
every time I come in here, it's just like something goes wrong.
Well,
like
dude,
I came in here a couple nights ago and I woke up so hungover.
do you not remember my first few times on karaoke? Like karaoke at Sip Club, my very first night doing it. I am dreadful with technology. I am dreadful. And I invited all my friends to come to support me, so there'd be some people there. I had probably good 10 friends. There was 40 people there just to start off at 10. And I sang a song to intro my very first time hosting it. I had one singer up, and the system went, poof, everything just went down because I touched something. And I went to my mic and went like this. Well, it's been a great night. Thank you. Like, and we had to wait 20 minutes till we could get it back up. Like technology, I'm cursed. I'm a witch. Can't be around it. It might be me actually tonight. Probably not you.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Probably is. So peace out.
That sucks. Actually, I was like really. I was gonna do Ice Ice Baby.
Oh,
gonna
so then
do
we'll
it.
have it set up for next
I
time.
was
Not that
gonna
they'll
do
have
it.
me back, but it's fine.
And yeah, because every time I do karaoke with Shawn, it's like a never fail. I don't even have to be like hosting or anything. He'll see me like just like I'm trying to hide in the bar because I'm like I know he's gonna get me up there. Like I'm just gonna sneak in and just sit here, and he spots me every time. It's like as soon as I sit down, he's like, "Dice, Ice Ice Baby, let's go right now."
And Brandon is one of these people. She's an example of. I have one other example of this. He's the ones that you know. I mean, I let them do this for the first few times, and then I get kind of sick of it. But they're like this. They're oh yeah, I don't know. Like whatever. Like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. They're freaking amazing. Like, I have a friend who was on my Facebook feed, Jessica Stiller. The night I met Jessica Stiller, she was there with like a group of 8 friends, and they were such a great table, like into it, and they were supporting everyone and each other. And Jessica is her turn to sing. I've never met her before, so she comes up, and her table's like totally screaming for her, and her song choice is Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland. And not really without judgment, just from experience of my age, in my head I'm like, well, this song will be one of two things. She'll either be incredible or she'll be like meek and it'll be cute. So she gets up and oh my God, I have learned so much on the streets of Ontario, and I have I'm always someone who believes what you tell me. Like first off, I am so bleeding heart like, oh, yes, that's the truth, what you just said. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So she gets up and she's like, I'm like, hey, so you're ready to go? She's like, yeah. Oh God, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm like, oh, you'll be great. I'm like, she's like, I just hope everyone likes it. And this is her. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'm like, what the hell are you kidding me? Like she just like totally faked me out. And I made fun of her afterwards. I'm like this. I'm like, you were like a Saturday Night Live skit. Like you totally like bullshitted me. I'm like, never do that again. You own that voice, Lord.
I know her, right? That's the theater group.
I produced a cabaret for the Woolly Pub for what's that? Oh, for the I can't think of the it's for there's an autism. It's for mentally challenged kids here in Guelph. It's a group, and I can't think of their name.
Torchlight?
Huh?
Torchlight?
No.
Oh, that's the adult one.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't think of their name right now, but we did a fundraiser for them, and she was one of my singers, and she blew the house down. Like it's so much fun to introduce a new. Like I love finding new singers like that because I produce cabarets as well, just for passion, and I find these new singers, and I love introducing them because I just know my crowds, like my audiences that I have some loyal audience members, and I just can't wait, because like they're all sitting there like this. Well, who's that? Well, who's she? She's new, and then I can just wait for their faces to drop. It's so much fun.
You know what I was thinking, guys? Because like it's like the cheapest way ever, but I'm like the cheapest white person you'll ever meet in your fucking life. Well, we could like just like do it through YouTube. I could pull up the karaoke lyrics for Shawn.
I'm quite satisfied with what
He's
I
like,
sang.
I don't want to sing, guys. It's a karaoke special, but I'm just gonna.
No,
just
but I
sit
sang,
here.
and I'm sorry. I was a trooper. I wasn't Mariah Carey on No Christmas Eve. I sang, even though it was not that great. Okay. Yeah, I stuck her through. Even though Mariah Carey had every right to do that night, I support her. Thank you.
I mean, when you marry Nick Cannon, right?
Well, anyway, I saw her live. She was fantastic. To be clear, she was great. I touched her hand during Hero, even though I wasn't a huge fan. I'm like this. Well, I may as well. She's right there. There we go.
Were you one of those ones that's like, I'm not washing this hand?
No, not at all.
No?
Of course I washed it. I touched Celine Dion's hand too, once. That was amazing. Yeah, that's about it. And I met Robin Williams. That was incredible.
How was that?
It was incredible. He was very gracious, very lovely. He's about 3 feet tall.
Really?
Yeah.
We're not talking about his personality.
No. He was just he was very gracious. Like he was very happy to take the picture with me. It was really great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you said like COVID was hard for you, all the quarantine.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like planned? Like, you like when we come out of this, like, do you have any like ideas where you're like, hey, I want to do this?
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm currently in school for recreation therapy.
Okay.
Which has been so crazy. Like, I'm in school for recreation therapy, and when I first started in January, I'm looking at the title of my program, and and they're what they're calling us, future therapists, and I just start laughing. I'm like, therapist. I'm going to be a therapist. Like, for God's sakes, I need one. Like, it's just ridiculous. But recreation therapy is it's a medical it's a medical field, but it's even though it's like, I don't know, it's like I guess maybe 30 years old. It's like that's really young. It's about leisure, and it's about recreation and activity, and those are three very different things, right? Leisure is something you choose to do that's enriching, but it never feels like a chore. Yeah, exactly. Which I actually and it's just funny that not funny that I ended up in this field. Like I want to work with long-term care individuals, but like just as a person, my entire life, for those who I care about, I'm always one of them to. I'm always the one going, take care of yourself, like, treat yourself. So I've kind of always been a recreation therapist in a way, like encouraging leisure. I know, because I love to take care of my friends and stuff. So that's I'm in school. I start school in a week or so for that, and I should be graduating hopefully at the end of December. If it wasn't for quarantine and self-isolation, I really do want to produce, like I've produced these cabarets, like so I have a music theater background. I went to school for it and whatnot, and I produced these cabarets that have become a kind of a community event. I use people that from my little notebook that are still professionals and performing, and gives the show a nice edge. But I like to use community members as well, just like people who are accountants and whatnots, but love to perform, and I get to give them their and also I'll find people that have never been on stage but have talent and want to experience it, and I love getting them ready because it's just such a special thing to get them ready. So I would love to be able to produce a cabaret in the future, but I'm just not quite sure how I'll do it, right? So, but
we might be able to help you out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Me,
that would be great. But people still might not want to be in the same room as everyone. So I don't know if we have those who are.
And that's why we got this good old Wayne's World going on. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 2.
I mean, have those who are willing to be here, but then maybe have some shot from home or something, or have their videos ready. But I would love to put together a cabaret. I would love that, and I would love to and do it for free. Just do it like for those at home, still struggling with self-isolation and quarantine. Like
maybe like a karaoke.
Maybe just do it like for the world, like USA for Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except I'm Cyndi Lauper because she does the best one.
All right, Shawn. We're gonna wrap it up, and thank you for coming down.
Wrap it up. I'm a gay man. You started it.
Well, we all know that I don't wrap it, so.
Whoa!
Yeah, guys.
Thank you. I truly, though, Brandon, thank you for having me, and thank you to Nick, and thank you to that black guy. I don't know his name.
That is Belay. He's literally the owner of the owner of the place, and
a stand-up gentleman.
He's just the black guy.
He's a stand-up gentleman.
There we go.
God.
But yes, thank you.
I'm gonna have some emails to send to me tomorrow. Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming down, Shawn. We really appreciate you.
I had a great time. Thank you so much.
We did have the technical difficulties. As much as the difficulties we had, I had fun.
I'm glad.
I know Nick is busting a gut over there. Good old. I can't even say it with good conscience. I can't be like the black guy over there. Belay, shout out Onyx for giving us the space to always do this kind of stuff. Shout out Gain Media. And I mean, dude, like, it doesn't matter if I say it. I'm B. Joseph Music. You're watching Genres of People, Game Media. This was Shawn Firlotte. Go home, spay and neuter your pets. I don't care what you do with them.
Bob Barker.
But yeah, we will come back with another genres down the road with Shawn, and we'll have all those audio and technical difficulties all fixed and done. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.